Okay, good morning all of you. Yesterday I sent one link to you regarding crop production and management part. Today I start the lesson. Next lesson I completed the animal behavior in my previous class, and today I am going to start about another lesson. Challenges in improving agricultural products. Challenges in improving agricultural products. In 8th class, you learned up to some extent about this lesson. Here somewhat new techniques were introduced. Okay, agriculture. Here on the Earth planet, whoever the human beings are living, all of them need food. Without food, no one can survive. Without food, no one can survive. From where these all food items? Food means not only rice, wheat. Okay. Apart from that, several types. Jowar, even vegetables also come under food. Milk, meat, these are also come under food. And whatever the processed food materials we are taking, suppose in your language kurkure, in your according to your interest we can say kurkure, lays, biscuits, all of them are nothing but derived from the food materials. And every day the population size is increasing enormously. Okay, according to the population, there should be the availability of the food material. If not, so many of them undergo for starvation, it leads to death also. But from one side, the population is rising, the size of the population is increasing day by day. From another side, the size of the land area for agriculture decreasing, because we are converting most of the agricultural land into our living areas, residential areas. Because of that, the agricultural area is shrinking down day by day. That means within the available land area, we should produce the food which fulfills the needs of people. It is a difficult task. That is why scientists are continuously, rigorously working how to increase, how to enhance the food produce in the country. Before entering into different techniques, what we have to follow to increase the food enhancement, first we will discuss what are the agricultural operations should be followed by the farmer in his crop field. If you see, all the farmers, most of the time in their life, they spend in field only. They continuously monitor their crop plants. Then only we are able to take the food, even though we are far away from the agricultural lands. Whatever the produce they are producing, that is only available to us. Okay, though we are living in cities, we are getting food which are far away, cities are far away from the agricultural lands. How means farmers are producing, and in different manners those materials are reaching us. Now, to produce the food from the crop field, what are the different tasks performed by the farmer we will see. First, we have some basic operations in agricultural field. In that, one is the first and foremost agricultural operation is ploughing. Okay, and the second one is leveling. Third one is sowing. Fourth one is irrigation. Fifth one is weeding. Sixth one is crop protection. Okay. Seventh one is harvesting. Okay. And the eighth one is storage. These are the different operations always a farmer follow in his crop field. Okay, that is why farmer needs to spend most of his time in his life in the field itself. Ploughing, it is the first and foremost, okay, important agricultural operation. First and foremost important agricultural operation. This is ploughing. Okay. Why we say it as first and foremost important agricultural operation? Because when soil is watered and if you leave it, the soil becomes very compact. The soil becomes very compact, hard. Okay, we cannot directly raise the plants in a compact or hard soil because plant roots need certain air. Plant roots are very sensitive. That is why if it is hard, they cannot grow or they cannot penetrate through the soil particles. Okay, now first of all, we will see what are the advantages of ploughing. Advantages of ploughing soil. Advantages of ploughing soil. Number one, it loosens soil. It loosens the soil. When soil is loose, okay, when soil is loose, automatically the water can penetrate very easily. The plant roots can spread in all directions. Okay, plant roots can spread in all directions. If you take a plant, please remember the plant, most of the plants are canopy in structure, means they are appear like umbrella. And if you observe, this is the stem. The roots will spread in all directions where the upper plant branches spread. Okay, where in the aerial part, up to which extent the branches spread, up to that extent inside the soil, the roots spread in all directions. To spread in all directions, the soil must be loose. What is the advantage? When roots can spread in all directions and into the deeper layers, they can bring water and minerals or nutrients which are present in the soil and make it available to the plant. If they are not able to spread in all directions, they will not get proper amount of water, proper number of required nutrients. Means spreading of roots in all directions, helpful in getting required amount of water and required amount of nutrients to the plants. At the same time, spreading of roots in all directions will provide good anchorage or anchor. Anchor means what? It is not toothpaste, Anchor means it keeps the plant very strong, because when, suppose these all are roots spread in different directions, if the wind blow comes from this side, plant will be pushed that side. Okay, at the time this side roots will not allow the plant to fall down. From that side root, this side means distribution of roots in the soil in different directions will give good anchorage, good base. They will not allow the plant to fall down whenever a heavy wind blows on them. Okay, like this, ploughing helps by loosening the soil in this way. Next, when you plough the soil, ploughing kills harmful insect larvae which are present in the soil. Some insect larvae, they take shelter in soil. Okay, when we grow the crop, the larvae will change into insects and cause damage to the plant. When you plough the soil, automatically most of the insects, they may die, which are in larval form. At the same time, when you plough the soil, the lower layers of soil will come onto the surface and they are exposed to the sunlight. Because of the sun heat, the larval forms easily die. Most of the farmers, they do ploughing their land during the summer. To get this benefit to kill the insects. Apart from, it will uproot, ploughing uproots weeds. If there are any weed plants, most of the weed plants have some bulbs like onion bulbs inside the soil. Okay, when you plough the soil, those bulbs will come outside during summer. Due to hotness, those bulbs also dry and weeds are killed. Okay, like this, ploughing has several advantages in agriculture. That is why it is said to be, it is the first and foremost agricultural operation. The first and foremost agricultural operation is ploughing. Okay, the advantages of ploughing is loosens the soil. Because of loosening of soil, plant roots can distribute or grow in different directions and collect the nutrients and water also. And it provides good anchor to the plant which prevent falling from the wind blows. And water can easily penetrate into the soil. Okay, and it kills the harmful insect larvae which are present in the soil. And it uproots the weeds. Because weeds, what are weeds? Weeds are the unwanted plants which grow in crop field. If we allow them to grow, they will absorb more and more nutrients and they will not allow the crop plants to take those nutrients. That is why we should remove the weeds continuously. Okay, we can remove most of the weeds, not completely, most of the weeds with the help of this ploughing. Okay, this is about ploughing. Next, one, leveling. This is also another important agricultural operation because when you plough the soil, what is the instrument you use to plough the soil? It is plough. Okay, it is like plough. We have discussed in 8th class. That is why I am not going very deep here. A plough is like this, which can make a V-shaped furrow. Furrow means gadi. Okay, in the soil. With the help of two bulls, a farmer can, this one is this side, this one is this side. Farmer will run the plough. Nowadays, instead of this is traditional plough. Cultivators, with the help of tractor, at a time we can make several furrows. Okay, when you plough the soil loosens. As a result, number of soil puddles, muddy guddle, అంతవరకు ఫ్లాట్గా ఉన్న సర్ఫేస్ సాయిల్ మొత్తం కూడా మట్టి గట్టిగా ఉన్న సాయిల్ మట్టి గడ్డలుగా తయారవుతుంది. పుడిల్స్, సాయిల్ పుడిల్స్. The soil puddles, some of them are big, some of them are small, some of them are medium sized like this. Because of uneven size of soil puddles, the surface of the soil is uneven. Surface of the soil is uneven. That means in some areas the soil is like this, in some areas the soil is this, like this. In some areas we have some pits, in some areas we have some elevations like this. If soil is uneven like this, if you give water, the water will enter only this. We cannot irrigate, we cannot give water to this uneven soil. At the same time, we cannot sow the seeds also. If you sow the seeds, whatever the seeds, okay, if you sprinkle the seeds, whatever the seeds fall here, they immediately drop down here, okay, into the pits. That will give uneven distribution of seeds in the crop field. That is why after flubbing, it is important to level the soil. Now, what instrument we use? We use a leveler. In initial days, in earlier days, we don't have any leveler instrument. Nowadays, we have a leveler blade with the help of tractor, with the help of blade, we level the soil. But in olden days, farmers what they did is they have taken one log and tied that log to ropes, and these ropes are tied to bulls. When the bulls are moving, this log is because of heavy weight. When the log is running over the soil puddles, because of the weight of the log, they crush it down. Okay, like the uniform distribution of the soil puddles, uniform size of the soil puddles we get. In traditional days, they used heavy log. When it runs over that, the soil puddles are crushed and the land is leveled. But nowadays, we have an instrument called a leveler, which we run with the help of a tractor. It will be very easy. Okay, this is about flubbing and leveling. What is the importance of leveling? Leveling facilitates easy irrigation and proper sowing of seeds. Leveling facilitates proper irrigation and proper sowing of seeds. If soil is not leveled, the surface of the soil is uneven because of flubbing, we cannot irrigate and we cannot sow the seeds properly. Okay, this is about leveling. Okay, today with this I am concluding my class, and tomorrow we will discuss about sowing and irrigation in stepwise manner. I will explain to get a perfect picture regarding the agricultural operations. Okay, thank you.